How to use Monday.com's calendar. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you how you can set up your calendar in Monday.com. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. So over here, I'm on Monday.com. Now what you're going to need to do is just simply sign up. And the sign up process is very simple. All you got to do is click on get started, answer a bunch of questions, and you are good to go. You can click on get started at the bottom over here by selecting one of these options over here, or just simply click on at the top. Now I've already created my account, so I'm just simply gonna go ahead and log in. And there we go. So as you can see now I'm logged in and we are now good to go. So over here, this is my dashboard, and what you want to do is just straight up jump into your workspaces. So over here on the left side, you will have your workspaces. So click on over here, you will have work management. Your main workspace is going to be over here. You will have a bunch of other ones over here as well. So now what I want to do is I want to add a new workspace for the calendar. So I'm just simply going to go ahead and click on add over here, and I'm going to go ahead and choose one from templates. And when I do that, I'm going to arrive over here onto the template store over here, and I'm going to click on all templates. All right. And I just simply going to search for a calendar over here. And then we have work calendar, calendar content, and employee engagement survey. What we want is a work calendar. All right, so we're just simply going to click on work calendar. We're going to click on over here, and we're going to implement it into a new workspace. Then wait for a couple of seconds for it to set up, and once it's set up, we can go ahead and do that. Now if you're wondering why you would need to have a calendar, well, it's pretty simple. You need a calendar to set up all of your dates, days, deadlines, set up your meetings and everything. So it's pretty simple, and you can even do this for anything. You can do this for your office work, for your own schedule, or for your college or university or school, whatever you want, you can use it. It's pretty simple. And over here, this is how it looks like. And over here at the top right now, we don't have a calendar view. So let me just scroll this down over here, and now we are good to go. So this is how the calendar looks like. And over here, we have few tips. We have these groups in front of us, and these groups, represent each thing. So this is for the few tips next month, next week, and this week as well. So if we scroll up, we will get all of these over here. So let me just go ahead and fix these dates for real quick, because they're from 2 years ago. So let me just quickly fix them up real quick, and we can move on to the next part, and I can show you how you can properly set your calendar up. Okay, so now that that's done, we are good to go. So everything is done now. Let me just go ahead and bring this bar down a little bit. Okay, so now I've changed up the theme as well, so make it a little bit darker because I couldn't see the white lines. So now that it's dark, we can good to go. So over here, as you can see, this is the calendar view. Right now it's April 24th. So over here, these are all the things that we're going to be needing. So these are all the things over here. So for example, these yellow ones, these items are for the next week. The greens one are for this week, and for the orange one, they're for the next week over here, as you can see. Now what if you wanted to add like a new thing? So let's just say on the Wednesday on 27th, I want to add a task. So I'll just basically add like the video deadline, and over here I can add it to this week, and no, I can add it to next week, and I can add the myself over here, or the other people as well, or the one I want to assign this task to. And then we can add like a status, we can add it scheduled over here, we can add like a priority, which is high, and we can even add the due date, and we can add the timer as well. So let's just say that it's PM and it's at 5. And once we've done that, we are good to go. And then we can even add the emojis as well, and then just simply click on create item, and boom, there we go. So over here, it's going to be created. As you can see, we have our first schedule that we want. If someone clicks over here, he will get all of the things that he need. And you can even add like a chat box over here to add like updates. You can see the activity log. You can see all the files that are attached over here. Pretty simple, really, really good. And another thing that you can do is you can go ahead and add different automations as well. So it's pretty simple, which I will show you in a second. And this way you can go ahead and manage all of your calendar and all of your work schedule for the next month, or for the next 2 months, 3 months, or even next couple of weeks, however you feel like it. And to add like more weeks over here, you see we have more weeks. What if you wanted to add like a specific month, for like, let's say month of December? What you're going to do is you're going to pull this bar up, and over here you will just simply collapse. Let me just collapse all these groups over here, and you're just simply going to add a new group over here, and you can call this group, let's say December. over here, and over here you can add different items, you can add different assets, you can add different due dates and stuff like that. Boom, you're good to go. So this is your new group has been added. And now what if you wanted to change the group's color? Then you just simply have to click over here on this little arrow icon, and you will have all these different options in front of you. So I'll just scroll this up real quick over here, and then just simply click on color. You can change the color to purple or whichever color you feel like it. Same goes with everything, all the other ones as well. So let's say we want to change this one to May, right? And over here I want this to be like start the podcast over here, and we can add the priority, and we can even add the due date as well, and the exact same time. And we can even change the color. I don't like the orange one, so I'm going to change it to, let's say, this green one. Yeah, I think that looks good. That way we can add like more things over here. And let me just clap this group. It looks pretty nice. So that way we can add more groups over here, more stuff and stuff like that. And another great thing that you can do is you can go ahead and add different automations. Now, what are automations? They're basically like small programs or small codings that that you can do to help you out. So for example, let's say you've had your team, right? Oh, looks like my workspace just got deleted for some reason. Let me just change this one. All right, so here we go. So currently I think my workspace just collapsed. I think I did something wrong. Let me just go back and see if I can change it. Actually, I can't. There we go. We're back. Sorry about that. So what I was saying is we can also, add different automations to, have a better workflow. So to add different automations, you just simply have to click on automate over here at the top right corner. Click on automate and you will have a bunch of different options. Now, for example, you want to receive notifications whenever someone, completes a task or whenever a due date arrives. So simply click on add new automations and you will have a bunch of pre-made ones over here, and you can choose one as well. So over here, when status changes to something, notify me. When date arrives, notify me. So you can use this template to use like the date for when the due date arrives. So when you click over here, you just simply do that. When date over here, you select due date arrives, then select notify. Over here you can add like whatever you want, and right now it's notify. You can just type in your message like due date has arrived. Boom, there's your message, all right, to someone, and that someone could be you or your team member or whatever. So it can be anything, and then just simply click on create automation. Now what will happen is whenever some let's say a due date arrives, it's time for a deadline or a due date, you will get a notification on your email that you've assigned over here. Same thing, we can add another automation for, let's say, someone changes the status over here. So over here, when status changes to something, notify someone. So simply let's go ahead and use that. When status over here changes to let's say anything, it can be done, complete, schedule, work. We'll click on anything, then notify. Over here we can add the exact same message like the status has been changed. Over here, hey, item name. Over here, status changed over here, and then boom, there we go, to someone, to you or your team, and then just simply click on create automation. This will allow you to receive notifications on the changes that are made over here on statuses as well. So as you can see, it's pretty simple, it's really easy. And if you're wondering why you would need this, it's basically for anyone who would like to have something scheduled in their life. Like it can be used for work, it can be used for personal thing, it can be used for college, it can be used for study, gym, whatever you want. You can go ahead and map it out and you're good to go. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections down below and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. And having said that, I will catch you guys in the next video, and until then, take care and goodbye.